Hi everyone, Tagalong Tuesday, week 6. This is a series of 4 faces. I'm going to show you 2 today and 2 next week, and they are art journal pages, small ones, with faces on it. And I'm going to give this I'll do this as a class here in Holland. I am going to make several of these lovely art journal pages with faces. You can't call it an art journal page, it's just like an arcade size picture. So it's very small, but large enough for me. So this week, 2 to go. This first one, I started out with the Bister, as you saw, and then I go in with the gesso to just uh, place her face, the basics of her face. And then I go in with the red gelato to create her hair. And well, I go from there. And then it's difficult to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. What I do, I can explain, but why I do it, sometimes I just don't know. Um, so I can't tell you, just have to watch what I'm doing. So creating the basics, just a little bit of color, and I'm going to use weird colors for faces in this series. So oh well, we'll see what it will turn out, how it will turn out. So using watercolored pencils, Derwent Inktense pencils, gelatos mainly, and a little bit of distress uh, and acrylic paint. That's most of the products that I'm going to use in um, those faces. So I thought I would do large eyes, very bright eyes, but I went in with black, and black is not bright. Black is just weird and dead looking. So I changed that all up. Don't be afraid, it will turn out quite nice, if I can say so myself. Now I just am fiddling. I'm just fiddling with my pencil and with my brush, and using a bit of yellow and a bit of pink, and well, I'm just going in and changing from painting to using the pencil and go to painting again. Well, that's just that. And now I'm outlining the eyes and giving her a bit of, well, a nice face. The nose, eyebrows, lips, just accentuating everything. I don't know why I did that, that little weird red big pimple on her forehead. I'm going to change that up later. Now, I didn't like the black eyes, so I picked up the black by using water. That's easy. That's why I love watercolor pencils so much. So, and she's even more evil looking now, but I'm going to change that all up. As I said before. So there goes that red pimple. Going with the white to lighten it all up. Looks better. And I know that at this point I thought she has to be like a little pixie kind of creature. So I wanted to give her big, bold blue eyes. So I'm going in with this lovely shade of blue, color of Amsterdam acrylic paint. And, well, creating blue eyes. This is the first layer, and when I go in with the next one, you will see, look, how beautiful blue it is. Drying it completely, and then work on it some more. Using a white marker to give her some light in her eyes, and using that same stuff that came out to use it on her, the white of her eyes. Oh, Oh, she's a bright-eyed girl, isn't she? Now, then I thought, well, this pixie needs freckles, so using an orange, a brown, a red one, and a dark brown one to give her all kinds of colors of freckles. Not too much, but just enough to see that she is a red-headed pixie. And you can see I can fiddle for hours and hours just by um, taking pencils, using my fingers, changing my mind a million times. I've put all four of the videos together, and it came in 182 minutes. So you can imagine these four little tiny art journal pages took me a hell of a long time to do. So about 3 hours. Yeah, more than 3 hours. And then I didn't tape my drying, or the long parts of drying. So now this one is almost done, and I'm showing you her later, and on my blog you will see her in full color, of course. And oh, first one is done. Just touching up the colors here and there, bringing the yellow back into her hair and outlining her face. And I'm going to name her Jillian. I thought that was a nice pixie name. And I might change my camera position so you can see what I'm doing, because now she's just upside down. That looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Now the second one, these are all pigments that I used back in the old days to colorize a different kind of medium. And I chose three colors that I would normally never use. I don't use pastel colors that much, and I thought I'm going to mix those three colors together and then work from that. So you can imagine it is a kind of a weird face in the end, but really doesn't matter. In art everything is allowed, so that's easy, isn't it? So even ugly things are allowed. Well, what I believe to be ugly, someone else can find very attractive, so what is ugly, isn't it? Hmm? So I put the gray one down. I really love this blue one, the teal blue one. And then I'm going in with my purple one. I left it to dry quite well, but not all the way, so I could take off the wet parts with my tissue, a baby wipe, rubbing it quite firmly, and then create this background. And I really loved it. So and now I did it with a gel medium from Golden, but it works with water as well. It's lovely stuff. And I was cleaning up my craft room. I'm cleaning up my craft room for ages now, and I found it again, so yay. Now go in with gelatos to fill up the back, and this really, this color scheme is yuck. But I said to myself, don't throw it away, just continue. Okay, and I did. I listened to myself quite well. Using the gesso again to let myself know where the face is going to be. And it does look better with just on it, doesn't it? Now drawing her face again. And it was a bit hard because she's not uh, looking at straight at me. She's just looking away a little bit. And I think that's the hard part. So I have got a book for artists, and that's all about anatomy. So I might look for that book and do a kind of a sketching study of faces in all kinds of angles, just to get the basics. Well, I know the basics of the measurements and where everything goes because I made my fairy dolls, you know that. And she taught me how to do it, how to make a face and make it look anatomically correct. Well, size-wise and measurements-wise then. But still difficult. Now, I told you this is going to be a very strange color combination thing. So I started out with purple and pink eyes. Don't know why, don't ask me. Just did it. And went in with with the pencil, and then I thought, yuck, she's ugly. And then paused for a while. You can see that. And you see there, I put a little bit of Dusty Concord on my craft mat, craft sheet, and then used it to color here and there. Normally I would use water to go over my Derwent Intense pencil, but I used the gesso with the Dusty Concord instead, just to color her face and then go over the lines. Now, of course, drying it in between and then go in with the gelatos again. These are my favorites today. And then I thought it needed green because there's green in the background and a little bit on her nose. So after I went in with the pink on her forehead and eyes and, well, everywhere, she looks like a clown, I even went in with green. Really, you have to believe me, I normally don't use these colors in this combination. Green, I don't you often use this dark greenish color and combine it with pink. Why should I? But in the end it all came together quite nicely. And I can always call it, it is a study. It is a study about faces. So if it doesn't look that nice, that's just because it's a study. It was intended that way. That's the nice thing about art journaling. You can always say it's intended that way. That's art. Now, fiddling around again, and then I thought I needed more darkness in the background and needed to know where her hair was or whatever it was that was on top of her head. So I used the dark purple and the greenish, as you can see, and then it looks better. You have more of a perspective on where it's going if you do that. Just darken it up. Use a bit of white acrylic paint on her eyes and go in with the Derwent Intense. And she's cross-eyed, and but I like it in a strange way. It looks like she has leaves on her head or something. So I'm almost done. I'm going to show you both of them quite quickly and then tell you have to go to my blog to see them in full color. Hope you liked it. I will see you next week with the other two faces, and I thank you for commenting and giving me a thumbs up. Bye bye everyone. Thank you for watching.